So, let's get going. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the podcast, I guess. Yeah, let's call it that. So,
Yeah, it's more of a review, though, isn't it? It's like an in-depth review.
oh,
Sorry,
in
Sean.
depth. We going into detail.
We are, to be fair, that's why I made a spoiler.
Spoilers, because, oh boy, if you ain't seen the film.
I need to undo the Jeff. You're about to see it through us, basically. We're gonna talk about every scene, yeah? We're gonna talk about it as a piece of art. Every frame of painting, you know how it is.
Like, you know how Da Vinci spent, how long did he spend on the Mona Lisa?
I don't know, a couple hours.
The face. We're going to spend 6 years going out analysing Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
Okay, I've got my little sketch.
Right. Okay, so general opinions. Why don't you go first, Toby?
I thought it was really, really good. I mean, right now, I'd say it's my favourite MCU film, but that could change. And, like, if I rewatch Civil War, I don't know, I might prefer that. But,
Yeah.
like, they tried to do something differently than the first one. They even shot it differently, on a different camera, which gave it, like, much brighter colours.
It was very cool.
Yeah, it was. That's why we saw it in IMAX, and I went back to see it again today. I saw it in 3D. Just because, like, it has a lot of nice effects, and there's only one in-your-face 3D moment. Like, you know, halfway through when Yondu's got the arrow?
Yeah.
Like, do you remember the part where it flies out at you?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
My dad started reaching out trying to touch it.
Oh my gosh.
We just lost every viewer. I'm not even joking.
Technology these days.
I know, right? It's pretty insane.
So, yeah, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really, really fun. I think the first scene just really set the tone for it.
Yeah, but one thing that I would say is we saw it day one. Everyone was laughing for like the whole minute-long scene.
Well, they're all fans, aren't they?
Yeah,
That's
but
the
then
thing.
when I went to see it today, which I mean it's still Monday. That's like 3 days after it came out. Not as many people were laughing. They laughed at the beginning and like a couple bits through.
Was it kind of like Deadpool? Did people get sick of it? Kind of.
I think so, and like no one laughed at the Watchmen bit. Watchers, not Watchmen.
The Watcher.
Yeah.
Oof.
Like,
So
no one got
many.
that. There are a couple other things. No one laughed at the part where you screamed, "Ah, my nipples!" as if it's
Oh
basically
my
on
God.
tracks. They have
Oh my
no
God.
souls.
People just don't know how to have fun.
I know.
So yeah, this opening sequence we're talking about. So it's the Guardians. They've been ordered by what they call the Sovereign.
Yeah.
The Sovereign to protect some batteries from this beast. And then when the beast lands, Baby Groot plugs in the music. Mr. Blue Sky starts blaring out, and then it's just amazing. It's Groot dancing, chaos going on behind him, but the focus is on him, and it's just perfect.
Yeah, and like every Guardian falls into frame at some point. And like Gamora gives him a little wave, and then it finishes with Drax falling on the jukebox
speaker
thing that Rocket set up.
Yeah.
Which I don't understand why it took him so long to set that up. You know what I mean? Like
he can build a bomb, but he struggles with audio.
Yeah, it took Groot to
like
plug in
us,
the
to be
Yorks.
honest.
Yeah.
Bit like
But we can't build a bomb.
no. Which
I mean, the one thing that I would say is I noticed this the second time watching it, you can tell where the music being edited to go on a bit longer. It's the same thing for the Coming At Your Love scene. Like, halfway through the end of Mr. Blue Sky, it quite clearly just cuts back to early in the song. Which, I mean, maybe it's because I know the song quite well. Or, I don't know,
it is a
seemed
very
quite
popular
obvious.
song.
Yeah. But, like, even come a little bit closer, that song isn't as popular, and I still noticed it with that. I guess I've listened to it quite a bit. Also, I've already messed up the drawing.
I think from that moment, I just knew it was going to be as good as everyone wanted it to be.
Yeah. Which, I mean, I've heard a lot of people say it was quite disappointing, which I don't really get, because...
I think it's people kind of getting... they've almost been desensitized to the now humorous Marvel.
Yeah.
Because Guardians of the Galaxy did bring in, I think, more humour into Marvel.
Yeah, I mean, it had to be really self-aware because it's such a stupid concept.
Yeah.
Like they had no choice but to be.
And now that films like Ant-Man have come along,
yeah,
where they're a comedy probably more than an action. I think people have become desensitized to that, and they still expect more.
Yeah, I know what you mean. But I mean, I think
it's pretty. Yeah, I think it's a pretty similar film to Guardians of the Galaxy 1.
Yeah, apart from, in my opinion, it's just like a superior version. You get to spend more time with more characters, which works for some. It doesn't work for others though. Like Nebula, I think just leave her in the first one. She wasn't really interesting to me. Maybe that's just me.
No.
I mean, all she really did is screeched when she attacked everyone. That's what she also did. She just screeched. That's the whole thing. And ate unripe fruit. That's her character. That's it.
Speaking of Mr. Blue Sky and the speakers from earlier, the soundtrack is just as good.
Yeah. I mean,
I'll be honest, when they released the soundtrack to begin with, I was pretty skeptical.
Yeah. And there's a couple of songs which I still don't really like, but it's the same for the first one. And like, it's after you've seen it, you'll appreciate it much more. I think there are a couple songs in this one which is better than any in the last, apart from maybe, what's it called? The Ooga Chaka, Ooga, what's that one? The main one. I haven't forgotten.
Hooked on a Feeling. Hooked on a Feeling.
I really like and Moon Age Daydream, but
I thought
the Chain.
You know, the
really
Chain.
Good. Yeah.
It's a good song. I thought they were going to use like the second half of that song more.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't.
They didn't use it at all.
I think they might have it the second time used it. 'Cause it's, I mean, they used the Chain twice, but they didn't use Fox on the Run at all, which they were really heavily pushing as marketing.
I think Fox on the Run was the trailer song.
Yeah, it might not have even been picked by James Gunn, you know.
No, I don't think it was.
But they used the Chain twice. The first time it was kind of them walking off a ship, and it was kind of like filler.
Yeah.
But the last time, I think they repeated it on purpose, because it's when, Peter Quill's been stabbed by the second time to be like a battery for his dad.
Yeah.
And he has like all these flashbacks of memories and like.
Yeah.
I think that was supposed. I think it's supposed to remind you of earlier on. Maybe that's just me. Maybe they are just lazy and didn't want to get another song, so used it twice.
I think it is, because isn't the first time it plays when he goes on the ship with his?
Yeah.
So it's like almost how it's changed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I think like.
I mean, you hope it's like that.
Yeah. I mean, they had Fox on the Run using the trailers. You would have thought they could have just used that for like, I don't know. I feel like it was like that because they have enough money to buy whatever they want.
Very true. Very true. Speaking of money, the budget has not been announced.
I mean, it was like all CGI. It has to be quite high, especially the final bits.
So, in terms of other budgets, so the CGI, the pretty CGI heavy Doctor Strange, if I could find it, the budget for that was 165 million.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think there were more powerhouse actors behind Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, I mean, it has been like you can't even recognize it's Vin Diesel anymore as Groot because they pitch shifted it to make him higher pitch. He's a baby.
He has the easiest job.
I want to hear. You know when he cries when he's being crushed when he's trying to put a bomb in the core. I want to hear Vin Diesel cry.
It's like the manliest thing.
Yeah, and I had to shift it so much. I bet he's got a baby crying. I doubt they actually got the real Vin Diesel to cry for that because it sounded too much like a real baby.
He doesn't have that much acting depth.
No. He doesn't have acting depth, he has family.
And here's another disgusting fact for you. Speaking of family, Fate of the Furious just broke $1 billion.
Oh. I mean, I haven't seen it, but
it's
I don't
Fast
care.
and Furious. You know what's going to happen.
Yeah. I mean, I hope it gets more and more absurd. I hope they roll with it and actually go all the way. Kind of like Guardians of the Galaxy did.
Yeah.
As in, just acknowledge it's absurd and go further.
So, what was your favourite scene?
It's like I didn't enjoy it as much the second time around, but it has to be the bit halfway through when Rocket and Yondu are on a ship and he gets a new fin after Baby Groot delivers him a severed toe and stuff before that.
Yeah.
And then Rocket asks if any of them have Peter Quill's on music. and
Yeah.
then come a little bit closer just comes out.
Yeah.
And it's just like everyone dies from it. Baby Groot mercilessly kills a man.
Yeah.
And it was great. Especially because I hated the Ravagers.
That was a wonderful scene. I
And
agree
the pan
with
out
you.
at the end as well.
It was just perfectly shot.
Yeah, and I actually enjoyed the 3D most then, especially when he cut out the lights with the arrow. Then you saw this line just go past.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
So just to explain it, he cuts the light out Yondu with his whistle.
This is from the command room. He's looking at this through CCTV.
Yeah, and he cuts out the light, and then you just see the red lines of the fin, and it's like slicing through people. It's amazing.
Speaking of slicing through people, I thought they got away with quite a lot for 12A.
Yeah.
Like, there's quite a bit of swearing. They have a severed toe.
It was quite a violent 12A, I thought.
I know, I mean, and they just replace some blood with yellow stuff occasionally. Like the beast at the beginning, his cut was red, like human blood, but then when Gamora slices him open, it's all yellow.
Yeah. Maybe because, human infections go yellow. Maybe
and Drax is that disgusting from the inside, it infected the whole body.
Yeah. I think, speaking of Yondu and Rocket a bit earlier, I think that was the shining moment of the film, just their relationship.
Yeah, they actually managed to develop Rocket from just a dickhead.
Yeah,
a little bit more. They didn't go all the way with it. They did more of Yondu than Rocket.
Yondu became my second favorite.
Yeah,
after Baby Groot in that film.
Well, Yondu just was he was Rocket. Like he said that at one point. He said, "I know you because I am you" or something.
That was the one thing I didn't like in that film. It's like classic Marvel. They've got to say it.
Yeah.
He was like, "Oh, I know what you are like because I'm you," and I just thought you didn't need to say that. We all got it.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
But yeah, I think that those two really shone through in that film.
Yeah, and Drax again, but that's just what you expect. He
And
didn't really have too much emotion, but he had comedy.
Yeah, and I think showing the relationship made it harder. Big spoiler incoming when Yondu died.
Yeah, especially when he plays Yusuf, father and son afterwards. Because I was thinking I'd be using a montage of Ego and Peter Quill, but it was used as a memory thing to look back on Yondu, and that got me. Especially how he had what he wanted his whole life, a Ravager funeral, after he was dead. He's quite a tragic character, to be honest.
I didn't think I'd be sad. I was sadder. I was sadder, honestly, when Yondu died. This is going to sound controversial, than when Logan died.
Really?
Yeah. I felt they played it so much better.
I know what you mean. I kind of felt pressured into feeling sad for Logan.
Yeah.
But this, it came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
I mean, I saw it coming. When he was saying, I have to do this to Rocket, I was thinking, are they going to kill him off? Because I don't think they understand how valuable he was because of the arrow scene. That's the only reason I don't want him to die. Because I want that in the next Guardians.
Yeah. I mean, I thought he was he grew a lot as a character in that.
Yeah.
And
I mean, it wasn't exactly subtle, but he kind of started off as human. You saw him how he wasn't accepted. He never turned from he was never exactly closed. He was always quite open, kind of.
Yeah. Before you rudely interrupted me, I was going to say, when he dies, out in space, I think that was quite clever because it's recalling Peter Quill when he
saved Gamora
out in space, and how Yondu saved him then.
Yeah. But
Peter couldn't save him.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty tragically ironic.
Yeah, I mean he is such a tragic character, isn't he?
Speaking of tragic characters, what did you think of Drax?
I mean, I just thought he was mostly comedic. He had a lot of funny lines, but they tried to develop him emotionally a bit. Like when Mantis puts his hand on him, and he's like gets really sad.
Yeah.
And he's kind of sitting down at normal. I mean, we all knew that he was like always sad. I mean,
but he almost like is humorous to fight through that.
Yeah, I don't think he's intentionally humorous though. He doesn't have an intentionally humorous line because he's not humorous at all.
I don't think Dave Bautista could play. Like, I don't think he has that much emotional range.
No, yeah, I know what you mean.
Like WWE.
That's why it's perfect for him.
Yeah, WWE actors aren't exactly known.
Yeah.
But he loves the role. You can just tell.
Yeah. He couldn't play anyone else, though. I can't imagine him doing anything ever, apart from Drax. He has to play idiots.
Yeah.
It's the only way, because he is an idiot now.
He's kind of playing himself, isn't he? Yeah.
I mean, I doubt he's that bad.
No, but I think he's probably a bit dumb.
I've made this guy too. He needs to be thicker.
Have you seen the video of Batista and Chris Pratt drawing each other?
Yes, painting each other on the lab Bible. I'm disappointed to say I have.
Yeah, I mean, just speaking of the lab Bible, what are they? Is like a website
for lads. You're not a lad. You won't understand, Sean.
I know, but they talk about like terrorist attacks and stuff. Like, it's the lab Bible. No one goes for it for like hard hitting journalism.
I do. Oh man.
Oh, what a beautiful boy.
Someone's gonna get that.
No, and we don't need to explain it. But like they write about a guy getting like pranked by his mates, which is kind of what you expect of it.
And then getting beheaded by ISIS.
Yeah, and then there's one where it's like journalist has been beheaded by ISIS. It's like, no one wants to see this because your reports aren't going to be as good as any news site because you don't proofread it. So there's about 10 million typos in it.
Okay.
So he was beheaded by ISIS. So moving on. So I really like the chemistry between Chris Pratt and Batista because I guess you would develop a bit of a bond going on all the press junkets together.
Oh, so you mean like, okay, actor bond?
Yeah, because it was those two, I think, who were the main people for it.
Yeah.
Speaking of chemistry, Star-Lord and Gamora, it felt forced.
Yeah, and like, oh, what about it?
They like had to keep mentioning it.
Yeah, and especially like, I don't know, they kept like postponing it until the very end as well.
Mm.
Like it was pretty clear. I mean, I guess I didn't want to rush it, but I don't know. I feel like it took too long
for something that they called like an unspoken something. They spoke about it a hell of a lot
in private though.
Yeah, but it's like supposed to be unspoken, like it was a thing between them two, which they never really mentioned. And all of their conversations.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Was about them.
Yeah, you raise a good point, fella.
Thank you. So the two villains, Ego.
He's the only real one. The other one's more of like a prop, a foil.
Ego played by Kurt Russell.
And David Hasselhoff.
A really good performance. Yeah, David Hasselhoff.
Like, I mean, I feel like they could have made his motivation a bit better watching it the second time.
It felt rushed.
They do a bit like saying, "Oh, we can't sleep" or whatever, but it's sort of explain why he wants to devour every planet in existence.
Yeah. What was that all about?
I don't know. And what's the goo gonna do either? Does the goo him maybe? Like a piece of him? Yeah,
I think it
is. He punched a
yeah.
piece of him on each.
So he wanted to be the universe, didn't he? Of the galaxy.
Not just a planet.
And then, but then when Rocket said, guess we're being the Guardians of the Galaxy again.
No, so I guess we're saving a freaking galaxy again, I think.
That was on par with...
It's not quite what I was saying kind of Suicide Squad. It's not quite there.
it's close. It's like on the line, and the line's pretty thin.
He didn't say so we guard in the galaxy again. He said so we save in the galaxy again. Like, I don't know. I mean, that is what they're doing.
But Kurt Russell, he like led you into thinking he genuinely cared about Peter, which I think he did.
A bit. Nah, I think it for his own benefit. He's one of like a million. Yeah,
he played like quite a good ambiguous character.
Yeah,
and I almost felt sorry for him at the end.
Yeah, same. I don't know why.
I think it was just the way he seemed like quite saddened that Peter was betraying him.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And then I guess the other villains, the Sovereign.
They're not really villains though.
They were like side villains.
Yeah, I mean, was there any point in them being there for a plot? I guess Ego to save them. Like they could have just left it there at the beginning.
Yeah. I almost found them a bit annoying.
Yeah.
Like when they showed up, I was like, really? Did they need this? But
yeah, I know what you mean.
I was thinking about it. That's kind of their role.
What, just show up?
To be annoying. Like they're perfect, so they're annoying to everyone.
Yeah, I know what you mean. But like if you're annoying a moviegoer, I don't think it's worth it ever. True.
And I was reading stuff where it's like they overplayed Baby Groot and that he was getting annoying.
No, I think that's just wrong, because the thing is, like, he didn't become a minion because he's so violent. That, like, he's violent and he's vulgar and stuff like that, which, that's one thing I don't understand. He came from Groot, who was, like, the nicest person in the world.
Yeah.
And, like, I don't know. I mean, maybe. The thing is, a lot of people think that they didn't plant the twig that Rocket was holding in the first one. That Groot planted a seedling beforehand.
Ooh.
Which I think makes sense, because, you know, he's seen picking off a seed from his body. Yeah. And, like, nothing goes from a twig, so I think
he was an amazing character.
Yeah. I like
he was like he was
in the first
he was cute. He was cute.
Especially when he cried.
When he was getting tortured or whatever that was.
What, with the Ravengers?
Yeah.
They did a good job of making you not feel bad when all the Ravengers get impaled by an arrow.
Yeah.
Which is quite good.
But I think it still worked in the middle, in the second act, where they were managing the two stories, like on Ego's planet and Rocket and Yondu trying to escape. I think they played, like, when the mutiny happened and they were killing all the other Ravagers, you felt sorry for them still, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Especially the main guy. I mean, you know what I mean, the main Ravenger. He was like, they killed all my friends. I don't know why, that scene just didn't hit me. It should have. But like...
Who was that? Was that the one who survived and took Yondu's weapon?
What do you mean took his weapon? No, the guy who, like, gave him his fin. The guy who gets his arrow at the end.
Yeah, that's who I'm talking about. Yeah. Sean Gunn's character.
Yeah.
Do you know he plays Rocket on set?
Yeah, I've seen a video of Dave Bautista petting him at the end of the first
one. It's so funny.
Again, it's kind of a place you just want to be when they film it. Like, if I had to be in any set, it would be that one.
Yeah. They all seem like they get along really well.
Yeah, and have a lot of fun.
I hope he shows up more. Kraglin, that's his name.
I don't know, because, like, with the arrow, it doesn't work with him. He's not Yondu, it wouldn't work. You know what I mean?
I have a feeling he'll be in Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
Yeah, he probably will be, but, like, he's too... I don't know, he's got a stupid face. He's not,
his
like,
face
he's not
really
intimidating.
Annoys me.
He's not,
I think that's the point. He's like a hillbilly. Like,
yeah. But, like, the arrow thing, I can only ever imagine it being used as, like, an intimidating weapon.
They'll work. They'll make it work.
They're going to have him yodel instead of whistle for it.
Or, like, he plays, like, an accordion or something.
What's it called? Slide whistle.
Yeah.
I mean, do you think they should bring Yondu back at any point?
Yes.
I want to say yes, but I also want there to be some kind of stakes in the future.
I want him to be reborn. Like,
Do you?
Thanos reborn, brings him back to life.
Evil Yondu. Then in the end, it'll be a twist, and he's good in the end. That kind of thing.
Yeah, like Yondu kills Thanos or something.
Yeah, that would happen.
Mm.
Yeah, I know what you mean, but this is the only actual death that's mattered to me. The permanent death.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
if they brought him back, there'll be no stakes ever for me.
It'd ruin it almost.
Yeah.
So, the new character, Mantis, what did you think of her?
Honestly, I don't think she needed to be there. Maybe that's just me. Like,
I thought she was just a dumb character.
I mean, she's kind of just like Dave Bautista again. Drax, you know what I mean? Just kind of doesn't understand anything. Which I guess is funny, because he got to do a prank on her. Like, how the tables have turned.
But she was there just to develop Drax's character.
Yeah, but it could have been done so much better. Actually, I feel like they need someone else to develop Dave Bautista's character for him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, she literally does that. She, like, portrays his emotions for him. I would just bully Dave Bautista now, which I feel bad about. I know. I'm sorry.
But her role in the final act, it just summed her up when she got smacked in the head and Batista had to save her. She was just pointless.
No, but he didn't even save her. He said, "Look out!" after she got hit in the head.
I know, but then he carried her and like saved her when they were all dying.
Oh yeah, and he lifted her up. I thought that was quite good. Subtle development, how he lifted her up.
Yeah.
I thought that was subtle. That's the only subtle thing in the film.
So just to explain that bit, when Ego's losing, he basically kind of fights back, and he starts attempting to kill all the Guardians
by suffocating them in himself, basically.
Yeah, and Batista's getting smothered by sand, and he's carrying an unconscious Mantis. I like how we're calling him Batista.
Yeah, just do it. He is Batista.
He's not Drax. Drax is getting smothered by sand, but then he lifts up Mantis to save her.
Also, this doesn't go too well.
She can feel people's emotions. How will that ever be useful?
In a court case.
In a court case. Guardians and order.
Daredevil. Get her in. You're solved. That's everything. You're sorted.
Please no.
Can you imagine an R-rated Mantis?
No, and I don't want to. I thought the final act was good. It was classic Marvel.
Yeah, I mean, in some ways it was classic Marvel. In other ways it was kind of like... It was a little bit different.
Yeah, I suppose.
Like the Pac-Man bit.
That was funny.
Yeah.
They, to explain, because Star-Lord has new powers.
He's a god, basically. Which I was surprised about. They went all the way with that. They made him an actual god. I
think that'll be interesting to see how his powers play out.
But it won't anymore. He doesn't have any, because he's dead.
Oh, of course,
which upset me a little bit. That's half the reason I don't want him to die.
Yeah. But, I read in an interview with James Gunn that he said he wanted to use Kurt Russell more.
In what way?
I don't know. Like, his character's dead. How are they gonna...
There's a seed somewhere that wasn't destroyed, I don't know. I bet
or maybe he got into one planet.
Yeah, like a tiny planet.
Yeah.
I mean, that makes sense, but I guess he is like a good villain. So if people like him, they'll do a Loki probably and just keep bringing them back.
Yeah, I thought he was a really strong villain.
Yeah, I prefer
because of his close bond to Star-Lord. But going back to it, they were fighting and they both took control of the planet, and Ego just went into like a fist or something.
Yeah, well they get hit away, or he hits Star-Lord away, and then like they jump in at each other. Like
a kung fu film, kind of thing.
Jump at each other, and as they're jumping, they form like a huge giant around them as rocks, and you can tell that Kurt Russell's character, Ego, is forming a human. But, the way they shoot, what's it called, Peter Quill's character, is how it's really close up. You can't tell what he's really doing.
The actor isn't called Peter Quill.
I know. Shut up. So they have like yellow rocks building around. They don't really know what it is. And then they pan out, and there's a full body, and then there's also Pac-Man, and it actually makes the sound, the waka waka.
Waka waka. Ooga chaka, waka waka. Okay, so overall, I think it was just as funny, honestly.
Yeah, I mean it was everything you could ask for really from a Guardians film.
And now let's go into a little game. How much do you think it made first weekend?
Oh, I don't know enough about like the average film.
Just make a
Wait, Fast
guess.
and Furious broke 1 billion, yeah?
Broke 1 billion. It's been out about 2 weeks.
300 million.
300 million.
Yeah.
I can reveal, Toby.
Yes.
You're massively out.
Is it bigger or lower? Higher or lower?
It's lower.
Really?
101.2 million.
That makes me more annoyed at Fast and Furious.
Yeah, but I think that's still pretty impressive. That's without America.
Oh, okay, but it will have a huge budget because it's all CGI. Like Groot looks amazing, so I thought Groot looked better than Rocket. I don't know why.
Yeah, I get
really
what
detailed.
you mean. It'll make more when it reaches America on 5th of May.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. We're gonna spoil it for all you Americans out there.
There's no Americans watching.
You never know. There might be someday. Before the 5th of May.
So now let's go into classic Marvel, the end credit scenes. So the first one was Sean Gunn's character Kraglin playing around with Yondu's weapon, and it goes wrong and it hurts Batista.
It hits him in the neck. Like that's
How is he not dead?
He's all muscle. He can't penetrate.
Yeah, Batista is a beast. Like that barely scratched him.
I mean, I'd like to think because he wasn't really that powerful with the arrow. It's kind of like it's like dropping a dart on someone. You know what I mean?
I think what it almost was like saying it's the person who uses it. Like Yondu was saying, he uses his heart to control it.
Yeah. What?
So I
think
think
he has no heart.
Well, not yet.
Yeah, I know.
But I think in the way they're showing Kraglin using Yondu's weapon, I think they're hinting he'll be playing a bigger role in Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
I mean, he wanted to be Yondu.
Yeah.
Which is quite nice.
I think they'll make his character work.
Yeah.
One character I loved was Taserface as well. Just a quick thing.
I mean, I think they went too long with the whole Taserface joke.
Yeah. It did kind of wear thin near the end. The first time he said it was Rocket when he was captured by the Ravagers, who were being led by Taserface. When he joked about it, I thought it was funny. Second time it was funny. Third time it was getting a bit. Then the fourth, fifth, sixth time, it just kind of got a bit tired.
I mean, you know, he said like tell them who sent them to their death or whatever at the end when he's about to die. I was kind of half expecting him to come back later, like at the end. You know, when the gold people come in. But I can't imagine them being able to do that because they have to get quite close or just announce it over speakers.
I thought overall, just before we go into the next end credit scene, they're a bit disappointing.
What, the end credit scenes?
Yeah,
well,
like, I know
there was teased anything particularly.
They were supposed to be funny, which I get, but I'd quite like to see something about Infinity War
or a Spider-Man or Thor or anything at this point.
Yeah.
Yep, I know what you mean. Especially because they had 5. They had more than any other one. And they didn't do anything about it.
All of them were comedy. I can understand the one with the Sovereign, because that's
that's a teaser. That's
playing into Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
Or do you think it'll be Infinity War?
I've got a quote from James Gunn which says he's definitely not in Infinity War.
Okay, I'm sorry.
But he plans on using him for Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
I mean, it would probably make more sense if he was introducing Guardians of the Galaxy 2, leave Ego for a little while, and have him play some part in Infinity War, like he does in the comics.
Yeah.
But I don't know, they haven't exactly been the most like loyal to the comics, as Iron Man 3 showed us. God, I love Shane Black.
Just don't.
I'm not even mad about that, because I had no connection at the time with the comics. I enjoyed it. I don't care what people say. I love Shane Black too much to dislike it.
No.
You hate it. But the thing is, he
I
wasn't.
don't hate it. It's just not good.
I mean, I think they'll bring Mandarin back at some point, but it depends if they actually continue with Iron Man.
What, Trevor Mandarin?
No, the real one.
Okay.
But the thing is, like, I don't think they're gonna make an Iron Man film or like a spin-off. They're not gonna make a War Machine film because no one's gonna see that. I would be put off by that. They have to have really good directing. It have to be like the first Iron Man again. It would have to be so amazing people see it for the fact that it's a good film.
I'd watch a War Machine Netflix series.
Yeah.
But they're not going to do that because that'll be too high a budget.
I mean, I would love to see another Iron Man film. I feel like there's so much potential in there that hasn't been done yet. But that's not going to happen anymore. Which I don't really understand. Because I understand Logan having a lifespan that like is limited because you have to be in shape for the role.
Yeah.
But Robert Downey Jr., he could be obese and still play Iron Man just about.
Isn't his contract running out?
Yeah, but like...
He'll sign another one.
I hope he does. But I mean, he should have done that earlier so they could have used him in films between that.
He gets a fat paycheck. Age of Ultron, the salaries got leaked. Robert Downey Jr. for 45 minutes of screen time. Guess how much he made?
More than Fast and Furious. I don't know. How much are you going for?
40 million.
40 million, okay.
For 45 minutes.
He has become Iron Man. He's going to be so rich. He could buy that house.
And then Chris Evans with 50 minutes of screen time. How long? How much?
I mean, how many of his stunts did he do?
Most of them, I think.
He should get paid more, but I know he didn't. He'll get like, I don't know, 30?
7 million.
Are you serious?
No. Yeah.
Oh my god. No. Are you that
Scarlett Johansson, who was 17 minutes left. 17 minutes less, so 33 minutes.
Yeah.
20 million.
And she was pregnant, so she didn't do any stunts.
Yeah. But Scarlett Johansson and Robert Downey Jr., they are the ones who bring in the money.
I think Chris Evans brings in quite a bit too.
Yeah, true.
I mean, then probably 4 as well. 4 brings in a bit.
Then Mark Ruffalo, 23 minutes. He made 2.8 million.
Yeah. Wait, how many minutes is it of him as
it doesn't say. I've just got here 23.
I think that'll be taken into account Hulk, which it's not him. He can't get credited for that.
No. Jeremy Renner, 20 minutes, 6 million.
I mean, I don't think he should be paid much. I mean, I like his performance, but no one goes to any film to see Hawkeye.
No.
At least before his role in Avengers.
Chris Hemsworth for 14. Guess.
Wait, for 14? Oh,
14 minutes.
Okay. I don't know, 17.
17?
Yeah.
5.4.
I'm not good at this guessing thing.
You're really bad at guessing, aren't you?
Yeah.
So
I'm also bad at drawing.
Let's take a look. See how
it's not going great. I'm not gonna finish, and I don't like what I've done. I've been talking too much.
You have. It's fine. The talking takes more priority.
Okay.
So the second end credit scene was Sly and his group of Ravagers, who featured a bit in the main film. So
kinda briefly.
Yeah, Sylvester Stallone played. I looked this up. It took far too long. He played Starhawk, or Stackar Agord is his real name, who was a member of the original Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, I know that much. And then Miley Cyrus also voice acted for one.
Yeah, Miley Cyrus voiced Mainframe.
Yeah.
And
I'm not keen on that.
Yondu was in the original Guardians of the Galaxy, so
yeah, which makes me think they could bring him back in that if they do a spin-off.
Yeah. So James Gunn, talking about Sylvester Stallone's character, said, "My plan is to see more of Stallone's character. I'm not sure about him appearing in Volume 3. We'll have to see about that. But it's our plan to see more of Stallone. Kevin Feige, who's the, I think he's like the director of Marvel Cinematic.
Yeah.
And I are working on what's going to become of the Marvel Cosmic Universe and where it's going to go. We plan to see the rest of them in the future. I'm helping decide what projects we'll be pursuing outside of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 and what the next cosmic characters we will focus on. It's my plan to have Sly, and I talked to him last night to find a place for him in the future of the Marvel Universe."
Yeah.
So it sounds like he could be getting a spin-off film.
I mean, I wouldn't mind a prequel, but that's just me. I don't know. It's because I want to Yondu. But then again, that'll be him with the bad arrow again. Because it's quite slow in the first film.
Yeah.
It's only after he gets the upgraded fin that it actually becomes really cool.
But a prequel would be good.
You know what the arrow scene reminded me of? It reminded me of Quicksilver's scene from Days of Future Past.
Yeah. Quicksilver's the only redeemable thing about the Fox
Apocalypse.
X-Men.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I was thinking, I know James Gunn's basically said they're going to be in the films and maybe a spin-off film, but it'd be quite a cool TV series. Kind of like Agent S.H.I.E.L.D., Agent Carter, or the Netflix stuff.
Sylvester Stallone in the TV series.
No,
I mean, that's a lot of money.
They'll play it like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., so like Nick Fury or Samuel L. Jackson shows up maybe like once a season for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah, but they need him.
Yeah, exactly. So that's kind of what did it. But then it got me thinking about films that are on TV, like Lethal Weapon. I think that's one of the best things on British terrestrial TV at the moment.
Yeah, I haven't seen too much. I need to get around to watching it. But I've been down with my parents watching it, and I've enjoyed it a lot just by having a little view of it.
I mean, I love the films. The films are great.
Yep, and I love how they reference it in Hot Fuzz. Just off topic. That's actually what made me watch it.
Yeah.
So I wanted to see what they're actually going on about.
But I think now the film's become a bit dated, and I think the TV series brings it to a wider audience.
Yeah.
Which is good, because then it'll get people to see the film.
Speaking of dated things, do you think that our modern CGI will ever become dated? Take Guardians of the Galaxy. Do you think that?
I get what you mean. I don't know.
Because there's
I can't see how they can get amazingly obviously better.
Yeah, I mean, I guess humans can still do a bit of work.
Yeah.
Obviously. When after Ego reveals that he put a tumor in Peter Quill's mum's head, when he shoots him down and his body's generating, that looked
cartoony. Yeah. And also what's his name, Grand Moff Tarkin in Rogue One.
Yeah. Oh, I was like, is he made out of rubber?
Yeah, that was not good.
I didn't actually know enough about Star Wars at the time. I was expecting everyone to be a real person, and so this is about me knowing that he was CG. I noticed it straight away.
Yeah.
And I said to the person next to me, is he CG or is that just me? Just use like a rubber man in reality.
But I was thinking when I watched Iron Man and Hulk for the first time, I didn't think CGI could get better.
Yeah.
But when you watch it back now, it has.
Maybe it's because I'm a kid, but even Scooby-Doo, when I watched that, speaking of James Gunn, Scooby-Doo, when I watched that, I was fine with CG. I watched it today and it looks hilarious how bad it is. Yeah. And Ghostbusters as well. That CG is awful. I could do better than that.
Nostalgia's one thing, but then when you watch it and it ruins it.
Yeah.
And then the third end credit scene was Teenage Group.
I love that. That's my favourite thing.
So funny. You've just got to watch it. You can't explain it.
I mean, they captured the stereotypical teenager perfectly, and I love his voice break as well. And he's like, "I am Groot." In the third Guardians of the Galaxy, or even Infinity War, what stage do you think Groot will be at?
Right, I've got a comment here from Vin Diesel.
Yep.
So
you have everything ready.
Yeah, I'm a prepared man. So James Gunn, he hasn't really figured out Guardians of the Galaxy 3 or the rest of the cosmic universe. He's not fully fleshed it out yet.
Yeah, which in a way I like.
I get.
Because I don't like everything being a setup. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because nothing was really set up in this film.
In Infinity War, I have a feeling he'll be at this stage he was in the first film.
Maybe, but
maybe
it took him 3 years to get into a baby form, and then Infinity War's next year, right?
Yeah.
So every year, are people just going to expect him to go right back to normal? Especially because, like,
That's
he is a
assuming
different
it's
group.
following. That's assuming it's following our time.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, but I kind of want a teenage Groot. I want to see what they do with each one. So I thought a baby Groot was a stupid idea. And that's how I feel about teenage Groot. I feel like it could work too.
But
like if he's just really reluctant to do anything at all.
Yeah, but speaking of my like wealth of facts, Vin Diesel says that Groot in the first one was like a freshman at college, so he's someone at uni.
Really?
So he says in the next film, he's talked with James Gunn, and he says Groot's going to be a man.
A man?
Yeah.
Would you reckon he'll be like thick, like in the comics, like really muscular? You know what I mean?
I want him to be ripped.
I don't know.
Or
like
actually, he grows into
every
Vin
film.
Diesel.
That would be great, but he's still made out of wood. It's just wood and Vin Diesel.
So they take Vin Diesel's acting abilities and like put him on the outside.
Yeah.
And sorry, I interrupted you there. What were you saying?
I've already forgotten. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Nice. Okay, and then the final one, which was the big. Oh no, there's the Stan Lee cameo, and then, and people have said that this confirms a theory, which I looked up, that Stan Lee plays the same character in every film.
Yeah, because he's like, once I was a FedEx worker.
Yeah. So that basically confirms it. But then it raises another question. Because he was with the Watchers, is Stan Lee a Watcher?
Honestly, I say don't take this too seriously.
Yeah, obviously.
It's a complete joke. I mean, they're just screwing around with it. I don't think the Watchers are ever going to be a thing, at least not for a while.
Oh, I want them to be a thing. I hope they have a bit of a role in Infinity War.
Do you see how stupid they look, though? They don't work
stupid in the comics.
No, I know what you mean, but like that's another thing about CGI being dated. I don't know. It didn't look right to me. I don't think they put much budget into it.
No, they're not gonna be like, oh, let's spend all of our whatever budget it was on making the people with massive heads look good for 2 seconds.
Yeah. How many Guardians of the Galaxy films are there going to be, by the way? Just out of curiosity. Like
they've confirmed the third one. Oh, contract-wise, I don't know. I think most of them will sign on. Because Zoe Saldana, I don't know what else she's done.
Star Trek?
Yeah, obviously. But apart from sci-fi.
Yeah, I don't think I'll ever get sick of them if James Gunn keeps doing different things.
Batista's not going to go back to WWE.
Yeah, he can't.
Bradley Cooper, easy paycheck. He's just in a studio for like 2 weeks doing voiceover. Chris Pratt, he just loves that role.
He loves it, but he is getting a lot of roles right now. He could get anything he wanted. He could be the next Han Solo. Like, you know what I mean? He could be whatever he wanted. Star-Lord's
a role that's made him. Like, I was reading an article, and it was the dumbest thing I've actually read. I was looking at the Doctor Strange budget.
Yeah.
And it was a Rolling Stone article, and they're usually quite good.
Yep.
But they said before Doctor Strange, Benedict Cumberbatch was not a movie star. I think they mean a megastar, but even then.
Yeah, he's always been huge.
So, pre-Doctor Strange, Sherlock.
Hobbit,
yeah. Imitation Game.
Yeah.
12 Years a Slave.
I mean, he was never like a blockbuster full-on actor.
No.
That's one thing I would say. Like, he's always dramatic. I prefer that kind of actor. Anyone else?
He's a fantastic actor, and he is a movie star. But I can kind of see where they're coming from. They
worded it really poorly.
They didn't relate it very well. Yeah.
Yep.
Zoolander 2.
Up there, Justin Bieber.
What a car crash of a film.
Yeah, so it's like Anchorman 2, and every other sequel to that's come way after it should have been out.
Yeah. And so the final one, Adam. Adam.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm a bit rusty on what's going on with Adam in the comics. I've been out of this kind of loop for a year.
Let me tell you. So, in my opinion, just first, it redeemed the Sovereign for me because they're obviously going to feature in the third Guardians of the Galaxy.
I don't think they'll ever be a main part of it, though.
No,
they're always going to be a side plot.
So Adam, he was made by a group called the Enclave to be the perfect human. So he fights Thor in the comics, but at this point he's called just him.
Like Yahweh, like God. Okay.
Yeah. But then, obviously, Thor loses. I mean, Thor wins. Sorry.
Yeah, obviously.
And Adam goes to space, and he like rebirths himself as Adam.
Mm-hmm.
And then somehow, through some strange and complicated events, he gets the Soul Gem.
Yep.
Which is part of the Infinity Gauntlet, and he fights Thanos and wields the Infinity Gauntlet for a while.
Do you think he'll ever get his own film?
James Gunn, though, has confirmed he's not going to be in Infinity War, though.
Yeah. But,
Adam,
like, do you think he could ever have his own standalone film?
He'll be in James Gunn said he might be in Guardians of the Galaxy 3. He'll become part of Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, but do you think he'll be a villain at first?
Yeah. Well, that was implied, wasn't it?
Just like all the other new members of the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
Nebula. Yondu. He was a bit of a villain.
She'll join. Nebula will join.
Yeah,
even though she left at the end.
I actually hate Nebula.
She's really boring.
Yeah, and she actually hurt my ears halfway through. She just screeches. That's all she does.
She just shouts when she was like firing that gun, and she kept shouting.
Yeah, like when she was in the plane coming down on Gamora. She could, if she hadn't screamed, it would have made no difference. But she had to screech as loud as she could.
Yep. But James Gunn has said we will get to meet Adam.
Just in general, or any time period he's gonna.
No time period given. Just that's what I love. It just sounds so unorganized. It's just perfect.
Yeah.
So now I think in a nice way to finish off the podcast before we go into the post show. What do you think about the future of Marvel films?
Honestly, I think they're gonna start on a decline fairly soon, money-wise. Maybe that's just a little, I don't know, that might just be me, but people are gonna get sick of superhero films eventually. People have compared it to a Western.
Yeah,
before,
when you look at the timeline, it's disgusting how many are getting released.
Yeah, and like, I think it's the imitators that are gonna kill it as well.
Yeah, it's the spin-off films, yeah.
They had a reputation of all, like, after Iron Man, a lot of superhero films were doing great. So, like, they had a reputation of being good, but then when films like Batman v Superman started letting people down, people go off of them in general. Like, I have a friend who says they've only seen Batman v Superman, so they're not watching any other superhero films because they hated it.
So, I've got a little timeline here. So, 2008, Iron Man. May 2008, Iron Man. June 2008, Incredible Hulk. May 2010, Iron Man 2.
So that was a big break.
May 2011, Thor. July 2011, Captain America. May the 4th, The Avengers. May 4th, 2012. May 3rd, 2013, Iron Man 3. November 8th. Yeah, November 8th, 2013, Thor the Dark World. April 4th, 2014, Winter Soldier. August 1st, 2014, Guardians of the Galaxy. May 1st, 2015, Age of Ultron. July 17th, 2015, Ant-Man. May 6th, 2016, Captain America Civil War. November 4th, 2016, Doctor Strange. And April 28th, 2017, Guardians of the Galaxy. So it's getting more packed.
We get 3 this year as well, don't we? This is just Marvel.
Yeah.
You should remember that you've got DC, Justice League, Wonder Woman, Aquaman soon. You've got Fox, they're doing Deadpool 2. They're going to have another X-Men at some point.
It's disgusting.
Yeah. And like Captain Underpants, that's going to be a big competitor in the market. You know what I'm saying?
huge superhero film.
Yeah,
the market's getting flooded. And
yeah.
I think that could be dangerous.
I feel bad for Marvel because they started it.
Mm-hmm.
And now, like, people are trying to catch on too quickly.
Yep.
But I think it'll always be successful for a long time. But they aren't going to be as huge.
I think the amount of spin-offs they're doing could hurt them as well.
Yeah.
Like Black Panther.
No one cares.
He was good in Civil War, but I mean to an average moviegoer, who cares exactly?
Yeah, and I think they're running out of heroes that people care about and they're still in contract.
Ant-Man and Wasp.
Yeah.
Ant-Man and Wasp. Ant-Man
about
they
Ant-Man.
maybe got away with.
Yeah, because it's a nice concept.
Yeah, it's a dumb concept.
That's why Edgar Wright should have directed it, because he would have done a great job.
Yeah.
I'm so upset about that. I'm so bitter about that. I would have loved it so much more. It could be like my favourite film of all time.
Yeah.
And then Marvel had to be too protective.
Yeah. So they've also announced it was originally going to be Infinity War Part 1 and Infinity War Part 2. They've split it now. Infinity War's one film.
No, is it like Infinity Battle or something that you got? Is
no,
it like...
it's Infinity War, then an unnamed Avengers film.
Oh, okay.
But they're getting shot back to back.
So it will be like a Part 1 and Part 2 thing. They wouldn't change the script that much. It would have been written a long time ago.
No, they said they're separate stories.
Completely separate.
Yeah, and they're saying, I read an article, if they release the name of Avengers 4, it'd be a spoiler.
Really?
New Avengers.
So
that's what I think. The New Avengers.
I think it'll be an aftermath kind of thing. Because you have to remember the Avengers are still in contract for like 2 Avengers films, right?
Infinity War's gonna kill Iron Man. It's gonna kill Nick Fury.
Yeah.
It'll kill everyone who's losing their contract.
Or who won't sign again.
Yeah.
But like I think
it'll kill RDJ.
Yeah, I hope it'll be an aftermath kind of film. I don't know what they could do with it too much. But like imagine if it's emotionally driven, like the consequences of what happened. And like you see them like a year later trying to live with what's happened. Kind of like in Iron Man 3 what's okay. Iron Man had like PTSD of what happened in Avengers 1. They could do that kind of thing, but on like a much bigger scale.
I feel like Infinity War could be rushed, though.
It could be. Like, they haven't set up how Guardians of the Galaxy are going to get there at any point, which I'm a bit worried about. I feel like it's going to pop in, like, hey. And the first time I watch it, I'll be like, wow, I like Guardians of the Galaxy. That's quite cool that they came in here. Then the second time I realised how forced it was.
Yeah. But I trust the Russo brothers after Civil War. I don't think you can't not trust them. I don't
know. I don't think they've done a super amazing job. Like I prefer James Gunn. But that's just me.
I think he's EPing Infinity War.
What? Oh, okay.
That gives me more hope. Don't take my word for it, but okay. I think he's got a part in it.
I think the Russo brothers make it too bland. It's kind of like they try and ground it a bit too much. That's his personal preference, isn't it? Like I'm one of the people who think this is a comic book universe with all this like stupid stuff happening with a man being bitten by a spider and becoming a superhero. I just think they should take themselves a bit less seriously.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess you can do serious films well, like Dark Knight.
Yeah.
We just have to kind of wait and see.
Yeah. And on that note, wait and see what happens to this channel.
Yeah, nothing. This will be the only video we post. I promise you that.
Yeah, just wait and see. Wait and see. Well, we may see you next time.
If anyone has made it this far, what are we going to make them say? What do we make them say?
What? Oh, put in the comments.
What are you going for? Phrase. I don't know how offensive this channel's going to be. That's why I let you decide. Because I was going to say something really bad. So, you can go ahead.
Okay. If you made it this far, put in the comments, Benedict Cumberbatch is not a movie star.
No one's going to comment that. It's turning off self.
Was that the offensive thing? That was the offensive thing you were going to say? It was. Yeah, that's how I thought. Okay, I've been Sean.
And I... Okay. You know what I was going to say, don't you? You know.
Yeah. I know you were going to say Jeff. That was a dangerous thing.
I'm going to continue. I've been Toopy.
Let's do that again.
No, leave it. I want to be Jeff.
Okay. Let's just end this while we still can.